Hi there, and a very happy new year to you. I'm actually shooting this video for you a few hours, well, it's actually the 31st of December, so I'm a few hours away from New Year. And this particular video I think is pretty conducive to what we're going to talk about or how your business will operate in 2026. And I want to try and help you get off to a flying start. So what we're going to discuss here is how to find the bottleneck cost in your business, because every business has one, trust me. And a simple way to spot where interest dies and fix it without actually having to rebuild everything you already have. So let's look at the real problem. Most businesses don't have a traffic problem, no matter what you're really doing, whether you're running ads, whether you have good organic, whether you're doing social media. There's always a leak somewhere. Nearly all the time, there's a little leak somewhere that is costing you money every single day of the week. People are finding you. People are clicking, on your ads, on your organic listings, on your social media to go to your website. But for some reason, you're thinking to yourself, why aren't calls happening here? So what we have to understand is that firstly, yes, interest exists in your business, but somewhere along the line, it dies off. We got to figure out where it dies off, fix it so we can get right back on track. So first and foremost, let's have a look at this. What actually is a bottleneck? Well, a bottleneck is the single point where momentum in your marketing funnel, so to speak, stops. It's where curiosity, that interest that got them to you in the first place, suddenly becomes hesitation. Attention turns to confusion, and then interest turns into silence. And trust me, every business has at least one. So let's have a look at the 5-point call or inquiry path. Every inquiry or call follows this path. No matter who you are, this is the way it works. Firstly, we create attention. They actually notice your business. They come to it, that there's an interest, they explore, okay? They then build trust, or you build trust. They actually believe what's actually on your website, what you do, how you can fix their problem. They understand exactly what you do. Then they take action. They fill out a form or they call you. However, calls and inquiries stop at the first weak link. So the one question, bottleneck test is this. Ask yourself this question. At what point do people stop moving forward? Ads getting clicks but no calls or no inquiries. Website visitors but no form fills. That's a trust or clarity bottleneck. First one is a website bottleneck. Calls but no bookings. Follow-up bottleneck. Maybe they're filling out the forms. Your staff aren't following up on these inquiries. We can't guess. We have to look at all these things. And in fact, let's just stay on this page for a second and make sure we're 100% clear. We have to assess at what point do people stop moving forward in the sales funnel. They click on your ad, they click on your organic listing, they click on your social media, they get to your website, but nothing's happening. There's no calls. That's something to do with your web page. They actually come to it. There's no form fills or calls. This could be a trust thing. You could have the wrong trust signals. There's no, for example, reviews or testimonials on your page. Calls, but people aren't actually booking with you. That's something in your follow-up or your sales process. These are the three key aspects where you have to find what's really blocking the customer from taking the next step so they actually, place an order with you, book you up to come and mow their lawn, fix their HVAC, sort out the electricity issue, no matter what it is, doesn't matter. So these are really ultimately, the three most common bottlenecks, really, in any type of business. Number one is a message mismatch. Ad promises one thing, page delivers another. So you've got an ad and a page that are simply just not on the same wavelength. Okay, one is completely different to the other, or slightly different. It has to Whatever the ad says, the page must deliver the same message. 2, friction. Too many options, too much text, too many steps. In a nutshell, simplicity. Keep it simple. The simpler you keep it, the better. Trust me. You don't need to have too many options. Your ad says one thing, your page says the other, and then you say to them, hey, call this number, fill out this form. Actually tell them what the next step is. Trust me, they'll follow it. And that leads it to what I'm saying in number 3, which is no clear next action. People want to call you, but aren't told why now. So what we want to be saying is, for example, if you're in a plumber, for example, your ad is saying, we fix, we come out straight away. They'll go to the page says the same thing. Call us now, we can be around to fix your problem today. That forces them or encourages them to take the next action. So here's what a lot of businesses do. They don't know where the bottleneck is. They don't know what the problem is. They don't analyze it. They don't look at it close enough. So most owners react like this. We need a new website. So they go and build a new website. Let's run more ads, which means spending more money. No, you don't need to do that. Try another platform. You certainly don't need to do that. But fixing the bottleneck usually means it's either a headline in your copy, it's a section on your website, it's a call to action, which really isn't a call to action and should be encouraging the customer to take the next step, or it's a trust element on your website or your web landing page. These are all small fixes which ultimately give you a big lift. You know, the fast fix framework, this is it. When you find the bottleneck, ask, can I clarify instead of redesign? Most of the times, yes, you can. Can I remove instead of add? Yes. Can I redirect instead of explain? Yes. Conversions go up when friction goes down. It's that simple. Find the bottleneck. Take a good close look rather than hitting the panic button, which a lot of business owners do. There's something, you're doing everything right with your ads, the website, the process is right. The problem is there's something in that system, in that process, that is just leaking. And it's really, literally, just one of these things. It's either basically a promise that, you know, that basically is completely different to the ad, too many options, too confusing for the customer, and then no clear call to action. The takeaway from all this is really quite straightforward. You know, you don't need more traffic, more tools, or more complexity. You need to find where the interest dies in your sales process and fix that one thing. That's how more forms get filled and the calls can flow in back. Trust me, I deal with this many clients. We go through this. Sometimes, you know, it's really a simple case of a simple call to action, and suddenly from getting 1 or 2 calls a day, my clients are getting like 10, 12, 15. Tiny little fixes have big outcomes. So I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Gareth. We'll be obviously sending out one of these pretty much twice a week on something, on a quick fix that can help you drive your business forward. Thanks again. This is Gareth from unlockthefloodgates.com, and see you on the next video. Thank you.